A few hours from now, you'll be standing in the middle of the Olympus throne room, watching Zeus, the all-powerful lord of lightning, slip on a puddle of olive oil, smash his head against a marble pillar, and land seated inside a jar full of sour wine, while every other god pretends not to notice. And the worst part? You'll be smiling, because you were the one who put that puddle there, I'll admit. I was proud of you, but hold on. Let's go back to the beginning. Today you woke up, but there's a problem. You are Tyche, the Greek goddess of fortune, chance, and luck. Yes, you are literally responsible for deciding who has a good day and who steps in divine dung before breakfast. Congratulations! You open your eyes in your personal temple, a place that smells of myrrh, incense, and possibilities. On the nightstand beside you, crafted from gold and mother of pearl, sit your tools of the trade. A golden rudder that steers the direction of fate, a cornucopia overflowing with coins and fruits that never rot, and, most importantly, your crystal hourglass. It doesn't measure time, it measures probability. Every grain of sand that falls is a chance, a cosmic decision between someone finding gold on the ground or tripping over their own sandal. This hourglass is the most valuable thing you own. Keep that in mind. You stand up and snap your fingers. Instantly, your white peplos with golden trim materializes, perfectly fitted. Being a goddess has its perks. Zero time wasted picking an outfit. You place your tiara, bearing the symbol of the Wheel of Fortune, and descend the marble staircase toward the Olympus main hall. Your work starts early. Actually, your work never stops. Breakfast on Olympus is exactly the kind of chaos you'd expect when you cram a dozen immortal egos around one table. Aphrodite is complaining the nectar is too sweet. Ares is using a butter knife like it's a dagger. Hermes has already stolen 3 bread rolls and no one noticed. And at the center of it all, taking up twice the necessary space, because apparently being king of the gods requires a chair the size of a boat, sits Zeus. He's telling a story about himself. As always, I personally would stop listening after the 3rd time someone mentions their own name in a sentence, but to each their own. You take a seat quietly in the corner, because Tyche is not the type who seeks attention. You are the goddess who works behind the scenes. Nobody notices you when luck is good. Everybody blames you when it's bad. You know that feeling? Of course you do. It's basically the experience of anyone who works in IT. After breakfast, you head to your workstation, a circular room with a massive map of the mortal world projected across the marble floor. Millions of tiny glowing dots represent every living mortal. Some pulse green, good day. Others pulse red, terrible day. Most pulse a lukewarm yellow of absolutely nothing happening. Your job is to maintain the balance, not to decide who deserves luck, not to reward the good and punish the bad. It's pure chance, randomness, controlled chaos, and you love it. You pick up your crystal hourglass and flip it over. The grains begin to fall, and with each one, a mortal somewhere in the world has their luck decided. A fisherman in Corinth finds a rare pearl inside a fish. A woman in Athens trips and falls, face first, into the town square fountain. A Spartan general wakes up with a pimple on his nose on the morning of an important battle. You don't choose. You just flip the hourglass and watch. It's almost therapeutic. In your place, I'd open a betting shop, but I respect your professional ethics. That's when Zeus walks into your room without knocking, without asking permission, because apparently, when you can destroy mountains with a lightning bolt, doors are merely a suggestion. He's furious. He wants to know why his favorite mortal, a king who built 13 temples in Zeus's honor, just got struck by lightning on a perfectly sunny day. You explain it wasn't intentional, that luck is random, that this is literally the essence of your work. Zeus doesn't want to hear it. He wants results. He wants his favorites to be favored. You say no, and then it happens. Zeus, in a fit of rage the size of his own ego, grabs your crystal hourglass, the most precious instrument of your craft, the tool that maintains the balance between good luck and bad luck in the entire world, and throws it to the ground. The crystal shatters into 1,000 pieces. The probability grains scatter across the marble like a broken constellation. The mortal map on the floor flickers wildly. Red, green, red, green. Chaos sets in. You look at the shards. You look at Zeus. You look back at the shards, and you smile. I know that smile. It's the smile of someone who has just made a decision that will be very entertaining for her and absolutely catastrophic for someone else. I love that smile. You crouch down, calmly, and scoop up a handful of probability grains with your hand. But now, without the hourglass to keep chance pure, you can choose. for. The first time, you have total control, and you know exactly who you're going to use it on. This is where it gets interesting, and if I were Zeus, I'd be praying right now. The problem is, who does Zeus pray to? The next 2 hours are a masterclass in cosmic revenge disguised as coincidence. Zeus leaves your temple thinking he won the argument. Poor thing. The first thing that happens is his throne, that absurdly oversized throne, loses a leg. Just like that, out of nowhere. Zeus tips sideways with all the dignity of a sack of potatoes rolling down a hill. Hera looks over, sighs, and continues sipping her nectar. Even she's given up caring, but that's just the appetizer. During the Gods' Council, every time Zeus tries to speak, something happens. The first time, a mysterious thunderclap interrupts him, and it wasn't one he caused. The second time, his backup chair cracks. The third time, Hermes sneezes so violently, he topples the entire nectar jug right into Zeus's lap. You watch from a distance, casually spinning a probability grain between your fingers. Nobody suspects a thing. You are Tyche. Random things just happen around you. It's your charm. I know you're thinking this is petty for a goddess, and it is. But when someone destroys the tool that defines your entire existence, pettiness is the bare minimum. If you're enjoying Zeus's misery as much as I am, the least you can do is subscribe to the channel. Seriously, it's free. And unlike luck, it doesn't depend on chance at all. The afternoon brings escalation. You're sitting in the Olympus gardens, apparently at peace, when Apollo comes to ask you why all of his oracles are suddenly giving wrong predictions. The oracle at Delphi said today would be a calm day for Zeus, he mentions, confused. You shrug with the innocence of someone who just hid a dagger behind their back. Apollo eyes you suspiciously, then walks away. He's handsome, but not the sharpest. In his place, I would have investigated further. But then again, beauty and common sense rarely travel together. Meanwhile, Zeus is having the worst day of his immortal existence. His lightning bolt misfires 3 times in a row during a show of power for mortals. His pet eagle refuses to land on his arm and instead perches on Poseidon's shoulder. A nymph mistakes him for an old satyr, and Zeus is vain enough that this hurts more than a war. With each new disaster, you feel the probability grains vibrating in your hand as if they're laughing along with you. By late afternoon, the moment promised in the teaser arrives, the Grand Olympus Council. Zeus needs to deliver an important speech about the next mortal war. All the gods are present. Zeus stands, full pomp, chest puffed out, lightning crackling in his eyes, and he steps on the puddle of olive oil, the one you placed there in the morning. Because luck is preparation meeting opportunity, and bad luck is when someone who broke your hourglass meets your preparation. The slip is epic. Zeus skids, tries to grab the pillar doesn't help, and he ends up seated inside that jar of sour wine with his legs in the air and his dignity officially. In the underworld, the silence is deafening. Not one god laughs, not one god breathes. Everyone looks at you. You look back with the most neutral expression in the universe. What bad luck, you say, and nothing else. Ares bites his lip so hard to keep from laughing he nearly draws blood. Athena pretends to cough. Hermes is already composing the story to tell later, and Zeus, soaked in wine and humiliation, looks at you with that look that says, I know it was you, but he can't prove it. Because how do you prove someone manipulated luck? How do you accuse the goddess of chance of causing an accident? It's like trying to arrest the wind for messing up your hair. And that is the beauty of it. Night falls over Olympus, and you return to your temple. The hourglass shards are still on the floor. You kneel down, and with a single touch, the crystal fragments begin to float and reassemble, grain by grain, fragment by fragment. The hourglass rebuilds itself, whole and perfect, as if it had never been broken. Because luck always recycles. It never disappears. It just changes hands. You place the hourglass back on the nightstand, lie down, and close your eyes. Tomorrow, chance returns to normal. Tomorrow, luck will be fair again. But today was personal, and you regret nothing. I close by noting that the lesson of today is simple. You can be the most powerful god on Olympus, wielding lightning bolts, eagles, and an absurdly oversized throne. But if you annoy the person who controls luck, no power in the universe will save you from landing backside first in a wine jar in front of everyone. Power is temporary, bad luck is personalized. And tomorrow you wake up as the very subject who fell into the jar, the man who thinks he controls everything, the god everyone fears but who today discovered he controls absolutely nothing. Tomorrow, you are Zeus, and I'm already laughing.